What's up, y'all? This your boy Cashmere Matic from Hopes and Sons Production. We're here talking about the golden age of hip hop, the 90s. You feel me? That was the best era, bro. The era now, I don't know what this era is right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, yo, you old, you just hating. Whatever. Stay tuned and listen to the rest of the video. Yes, sir.
The 1990s. A decade where hip-hop wasn't just music, it was a movement. Born on the streets, it rose to dominate the airwaves. It transformed from an underground scene to a global phenomenon. Artists like Tupac, Biggie, and Nas weren't just rappers, they were poets, storytellers, and icons. They spoke for a generation. Their voices, raw and real, resonated with millions. This was the era when hip-hop broke free from its niche. It infiltrated every corner of pop culture. MTV played their music videos non-stop. Fashion embraced the baggy jeans and gold chains. The world was listening. The 1990s weren't just about music, they were about a cultural shift, a seismic change with hip-hop at its epicenter. The 1990s were complex. America grappled with social issues. The crack epidemic ravaged communities. Gang violence escalated. Hip-hop didn't shy away from these harsh realities, it confronted them head-on. NWA, with their raw lyrics and unflinching honesty, gave voice to the anger and frustration of the streets. Public Enemy, with their politically charged lyrics, challenged authority and demanded justice. Hip-hop became a platform for social commentary, a way to express the struggles of marginalized communities. Artists used their music to raise awareness, spark dialogue, and inspire change. This wasn't just music, it was a reflection of the times, a raw and unfiltered snapshot of America in the 1990s. The East Coast, the West Coast, two sides of the same coin, united by hip-hop, yet separated by style and sound. New York City, the birthplace of hip-hop, pulsated with gritty boom-bap beats. The Notorious Big painted vivid pictures of Brooklyn street life with his smooth flow and intricate storytelling. Across the country, Los Angeles reverberated with the funky, laid-back sounds of G-Funk. Tupac Shakur, with his passionate lyrics and revolutionary spirit, became the voice of the West Coast. This rivalry wasn't just about music, it was about regional pride, artistic expression, and the struggle for hip-hop supremacy. The 1990s were a visual feast. Hip-hop wasn't just about the music, it was about the look. Baggy jeans, Timberland boots, oversized t-shirts, gold chains. This was the uniform of a generation, a symbol of rebellion and self-expression. And who could forget the dances? The Running Man, the WAP, the Cabbage Patch. These moves weren't just steps, they were cultural phenomena, uniting people on dance floors across the globe. From the streets to the clubs to MTV, hip-hop fashion and dance became ingrained in the fabric of the 1990s. Section 5, Lyrical Genius and Beats That Boom, the Sound of a Generation. The 1990s were a golden age for hip-hop production. DJ Premier, with his signature samples and hard-hitting drums, crafted sonic landscapes for Gang Starr and Nas. The RZA, the mastermind behind the Wu-Tang Clan, created a dark, gritty sound that was both innovative and influential. Producers like Pete Rock, Large Professor, and Q-Tip pushed the boundaries of sampling, digging deep into crates of old records to create new sounds. This was an era where lyrics mattered. Nas, with his complex rhyme schemes and vivid imagery, raised the bar for lyrical prowess. Biggie, with his effortless flow and storytelling abilities, captivated audiences with his tales of street life. Section 6, Illmatic to Ready to Die, defining albums of the Golden Era, 1994, a pivotal year. Two albums dropped, forever etching their mark in hip-hop history, Nas's Illmatic and the Notorious Big, S Ready to Die. Illmatic wasn't just an album, it was a masterpiece. From the opening track, NY State of Mind, to the closing bars of It Ain't Hard to Tell, Nas took listeners on a journey through the streets of Queensbridge. Ready to Die was a raw and unflinching look at the life and times of Christopher Wallace, aka. The Notorious Big Biggie's storytelling abilities were unparalleled. He could make you laugh one minute and cry the next. These albums weren't just music, they were cultural touchstones representing the pinnacle of 90s hip-hop. Section 7, Beyond the Coast. The South got something to say. While the East Coast and West Coast dominated the early 90s, the South was quietly building a hip-hop empire of its own. Outkast, with their eclectic sound and thought-provoking lyrics, challenged the status quo and put Atlanta on the map. UGK, with their laid-back flow and southern slang, brought a unique flavor to the game. The South was rising, and its impact on hip-hop would be undeniable. Section 8, Passing the Torch 90s. Hip-hop's enduring legacy. The 1990s may be over, but its impact on hip-hop is undeniable. Artists like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Drake all owe a debt to the pioneers of the golden era. The influence of 90s hip-hop can be heard in the music of today, from the beats to the lyrics to the fashion. The legacy of 90s hip-hop is one of innovation, creativity, and social consciousness. It's a reminder that music can be a powerful tool for change. Section 9. So, was it the best? You tell me. The 1990s were a defining era for hip-hop. From the streets to the charts, from coast to coast, it was a decade of innovation and influence. But was it the best era? That's for you to decide. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.